Senegal West Africa during the height of the pandemic in December 2020. What was that experience like? So I'm going to go back, share some of that first footage of what it was like for us. It was kind of crazy. So yeah, let's go back and see that. If you haven't yet subscribed with Traveling Umi, please hit the subscribe button now.
Alifun Allah, Allah. Alifun Allah, Allah. Mommoy Allah.
So it's December 25th, 2020. Miriam's dad gets on a flight that day. All the rest of us in our party are scheduled to fly on the 25th. So her dad came about a day before us. The flight's like 20 hours long. You can see here my nephews on the flight with us, and they've actually gotten shorter flights now, but that was one of the longest we've been on. And we were with a lot of kids.
You're almost to Africa. I wish you were awake so I could show you the map. Miriam, this is just the airport, babe. Huh? Reunited in Africa.
We're in the cab. It's 4 adults and 5 kids in our party at that time. Our other group that's living with us hadn't yet come. So we had to get 2 cabs, but our cab had the worst issues. Number one, it was packed.
Leaving the airport. Got 2 cars chocked full of people.
It was hot. We're traveling from like the Dakar area to Medina, and our cab broke down at least 3 times before we had to actually switch cabs and get another one. And so I'm trying to sleep through this whole thing, but it's hot. There's no air conditioning unless you order an AC cab, and we didn't really, we kind of planned it out, but then it all kind of fell through at the last minute. So very interesting cab ride journey after over 20-hour flight. But the scenery was beautiful. Check it out.
The first time we came in April of 2017, you didn't see a lot of green. At least I don't remember. So many green trees. Now, I guess after the rainy season. Makes sense.
As you can see, we were already off to an exciting start, just with our cab ride. There was more in store. There was so much to figure out once we got to the apartment. We had to figure out how to pay for our electricity, our internet, how to get gas for our gas stove. They have these big tanks here, and it's not easy to fill up. We went to 5 different places. No one had gas. So it was just all these things. But for us, it was like an adventure. I didn't really mind too much. It was kind of fun. We got eggs one day. We thought we were gonna make eggs the next morning, and we go to crack the eggs, and my brother had bought hard-boiled eggs. So it was just funny. And then, yeah, so I'm just gonna let the rest of the footage just roll so you can
Alifun Allah, Allah. Alifun Allah, Allah. Mommoy Allah, Allah. Mommoyello, Allah. Kat ak jamu, Allah. Baun barrun, Allah. Mom aji baax la, Allah. Nit ñi ñëpp, Allah. Mom lañu taamu, Allah. Jimun jalla, Allah. Yalla màgg, Allah. Yalla tedd, Allah. Mom lañu bëgg, Allah. Daalun diinun, Allahi di l'islam, moom lañu taamu, fu ñu mën a dëkk, haun hayba yàlla raglu, lu fi dee raglu mooy ki ko sàkk, waawun waddun wa huwa wadud, mooy aji soppu ku ko dee bëgg, zaayun zayyun taarum nit ñi mooy gëm yàlla booleek sàmm xaa un xaqun yàllay dëgg ku fi baax rekk kat moom ngay jaamu too un toyyib moom aji teey la moom aji neex la ku ko mos xam ko.
Video diary. First 3 weeks in Senegal, Medina Bay, Catholic. Whew, I read an article that said the first 30 days was the toughest. And like they say, they ain't never lied. I think every week, one of us of the, I'll just call us the women of Senegal, women of Medina Bay in our group, one of us has been sick with either a stomach thing or maybe like a flu-like symptoms, cold, that kind of stuff. The transition has been just very different and difficult. Culture shock is real, even though I've been here twice. Like actually living here and getting used to the ways that you have to do things in another country is definitely trying and challenging. I've been camping a lot last year, maybe like 8 times since everything was kind of shut down. And I think it really prepared me for this because camping, you just have to make do and you have to use what's around you. And so it's definitely not like America where you can just go to the store down the street and get everything you need to feel comfortable and set up. It can be a challenge. You got to find which market sells what you need, and people are telling you, oh, go to this market, go to that market, and you're tired and you're exhausted and you're sick and children are running around. So, but overall, you know, I think you miss some of the simplicity of America, but the environment that we're living in, I think just the spirit of the environment is very alive and rich, and you can probably hear all the kids in the background, but not all of them. That's only like 4 of them. We have like between us, I think 10 kids living here between 2 houses. So yeah, but the spirit is very alive and rich, and the spirit of God consciousness, and so, you know, it's, even though it's like difficult, you still feel like you're home, your soul is at home. At least I do. Anyways, first 3 weeks has been an interesting adventure, so the adventure continues.
Those first few weeks were really adventurous, really tough in a way, but so interesting. As we were walking and filming for this, I ran into this building. This building behind me was actually being built in one of our first videos that we did as we were walking around Dakar.
Mommy!
Hmm?
This is me and I was from this building.
It looks like they're laying the foundation for a building.
And so now to see it now, like strong, more stable, and I mean, people were building it like they do a lot of buildings here, by hand, by just labor, not a lot of, you know, mechanical and big trucks and big construction types of things. And so I kind of feel like that's the metaphor for our journey here in Africa for this 1 year that we were doing together. We kind of started off like, you know, small and not knowing what to expect and not ready for everything that was to come. But just like this building, like we've grown stronger in our like love for Africa and our understanding of how things work here, stronger in our foundation, and we're standing taller, and we're like a part of this place now, you know, and no matter what we do going forward, this place will always be a part of us.
Remember to like my channel, like and subscribe.
And thanks for watching.